Hey, everybody. Sorry we started a little late.
Yep. Welcome to Echoes of the O.S.S. We're going to be diving into, I believe this is number 10 of our little foray into Chaosium scenario, the code, called 2 Minutes to Midnight, where our group will be finishing their preparation and heading on to Kluber Manor. As what's been the same for, I think, a while now on these streams, our content warnings are amnesia, blood and gore, guns and violence, disembodied voices, eldritch horrors, and occult practices. And for tonight, we're going to kind of dive into advancing our characters a little bit, doing some luck rolls, as I think some of us have like 15 luck hanging out there. Or less.
I have a lot.
Yeah.
You also have a lot of,
Good for you.
You have a lot of sanity, too. Hopefully we can fix that tonight.
Yeah. It goes with my personality.
But yeah, so we'll start off with luck. Let's start off with that. See who gets to advance their luck.
So what do? We just roll?
You do a luck roll. Well, failure is what you want.
All right,
Yeah,
no,
you want
failure's
failure.
what I want. Okay, I saw the first one. I thought that was me.
Yeah. So Forrest's luck is okay. Nora will get a chance to improve it.
Okay, so let's see.
Rocco, which is exactly what we wanted, right?
Oh, God!
All right.
Cherry got a hard success.
So the universe has decreed that Cherry and Forrest have enough luck, but Nora and Rocco desperately need some. So Nora, Rocco, go ahead and give me a D10 roll, and 9 added to your luck. Nicely done, Nora. And 9 for Rocco. All right. We'll see if that saves anybody. Right.
We do a whole 38.
Yeah. And then we'll go into advancement rolls. Let's see. Let's start with Rocco. I go ahead and roll your advancement rolls.
All right, dodge first.
All right, that does not advance because you need to fail the roll. Okay, listen. Get to advance that one.
How much?
A D10.
All right.
And I think you all have at least 4 things that you can advance.
Are you going
Exactly, I think.
Yeah.
in turn?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
So Rocco will be able to improve persuade by 3.
Come on, I had like
That's something.
Crit fail.
Right, I know, right? All right, and you get to improve spot hidden, which is always good. As long as you don't value sanity. Aye. Well, it evens out to a 30 that way.
Yeah. I want you to know my D10 rolls got progressively worse. I went from
They
a
did,
9
they
to a 4 to a 3
Yeah.
to a 1.
Which one of you is starting to catch on and be like, wait a minute.
That's all for me.
All right, so next up, Nora.
Sure.
Yeah, what do you got? Listen, spot hidden.
Ooh, spot hidden gets better.
Ooh,
Those are D10s, right?
yes. Oh, good. Nora will be able to see more things, because that's always helpful.
To a 69. Nice.
Stealth
That was almost
improves
a
as well.
conclusion. By a full
Wow.
10.
Wow.
Nice.
That jumps up noticeably, I think.
It's all trying to keep stuff hidden from Forrest so that he doesn't destroy
Right.
my books.
I haven't destroyed any books yet.
And your Latin gets to improve.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Oh, well,
I have
two.
only 2, though. You learned one more word, apparently.
Nah, it's got to be a full conjunction at least.
Right, yeah, something, yeah.
And that's all I got. Just the
Is that all
4.
yours? All right. Cherry,
Yep.
I'll go ahead and do your character now.
Okay, let's see. I have. Okay, the
And
occult.
that's what she said.
Probably good. I'm gonna kill you. So I failed.
All right,
so
so that means that improves. So you roll a d10 and add it to your occult score.
hold on.
Yeah.
D10.
Mhm.
Woo!
Right. So it goes up to 13. Nice.
That's good considering we're about to do what we're about to do.
Yep. So hanging out with what Cherry probably sees as a bunch of crazies right now, she's learned a little bit about the odd side of life, right?
Yeah. Okay, so let me take that dot off.
Um,
Look at me remembering where everything is.
right?
Gosh, I'm
Nicely
just
done.
so smart. Psychology.
All right, you get to increase
Ooh.
that.
D10.
Mm-hmm. Which is
Aw,
1.
that's
All right.
okay. Doesn't have
Yeah,
to be
that's
my
fair.
strength.
Yeah. Yeah, psychology is good for reading people and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, sleight of
then
hand. Come
Sleight
on.
of hand.
God damn it.
Oh, the universe
Wow.
still doesn't want you to have that watch.
Right.
Spot
And then
hidden.
spot hidden.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that doesn't get to improve either.
Were those the only ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
And now Forrest. Go ahead and do yours.
Okay. He won an argument recently,
Mm-hmm.
so he gets to
All right.
up.
Charm gets to improve. Nice.
Okay. By 8. So that bumps me up above 25.
Yep. 26. Yep.
Let's see. Listen. Yeah, that's not surprising.
That was a really good roll, but not for this situation.
Right. Wow. That
All
is.
right.
that
I
is
did not expect
annoying.
you to. All right. Fair enough.
Well, I mean, I learned a lot, and I don't. Wow. Well,
Right.
that's not.
I don't know
was
if
not
that bodes
surprising.
well or poorly for the rest of the
Right.
night. So.
Right.
I know. I mean, I've used up my good stuff, but I don't believe she got into danger. So
Hey,
okay.
you can
will-
improve that one.
Yep. I
Okay,
got,
add that up. Yeah.
okay.
All right.
So I get that. I get that back up to. Sorry, that was a.
That's
I
all right.
get to get that one back. That one's up to 20.
Yep. Yeah. It's getting back up there a little bit.
Yeah, it's not one more episode away from being down in the being down in the ones
Right.
or twosies.
Right. And you did find what you were looking for in the museum and everything, I believe, right? Between
Yes. Yep.
frankincense, the ingredient for Nora's spell with the mummy, which we'll do the actual POW rolls for, but you probably already ground up into powder and everything for it. And then you were looking for the other item as well, which I believe you found one that worked.
Yes, I did. For
Yeah.
opening the golem's mouth. Yes.
Yes. Yes. So now that everybody has done the advancement rolls, I will have everybody do POW rolls. So roll willpower going into this one.
We just hit power.
Yep. So Rocco's not
Listen,
doing so
roll
good.
20.
Nora's doing pretty good.
God.
Forrest, not so much. Cherry is also doing pretty good. All right.
This isn't really surprising for me. This
Right,
game is
yeah.
definitely not my jam.
Right. So going into essentially over the course of Thursday night would be when Forrest and Nora did the spells for the potential enchanted knives and everything.
Yeah.
I believe the plan was Forrest would go out and actually hunt what they needed, or otherwise obtain it, bring it back, and at least assist Nora in some way with doing what she needed.
Yeah. She convinced me I was just gonna go buy a pig.
Right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Just go to either a local farmer or a butcher and just be like, I just want an actual pig.
Yeah.
Like alive. Right. Nora, at some point that Thursday, when after you did a lot of your reading and practicing and everything, you would have had to talk to your sister Cherry and see if you're actually able to get her knife for just the one evening. Of course, promising to bring it back tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Um,
Dang it. What is my thing doing?
yeah.
Oh. Sorry, one of my windows got smaller and my cursor is doing that thing where I can't get the exact edge of it. There it is. Okay, got it. It wouldn't resize for some reason. All right.
No, that's all right. But yeah, so how do you want to go about trying to convince your sister to let you have a very close personal item for an evening?
Yeah. Just assuming we're in the same spot at this time.
Right, exactly. Yeah, this is more narrative at the moment, right? This is probably while Forrest was out getting the pig that he was looking for.
She hems and haws, and Cherry's very, very aware that there's something she wants to say, but doesn't know how to say it.
What is it?
Right. Okay, so
I don't care if you date Forrest.
What?
And it's very clear. It's not going to bother me. Everybody knows it's weird between you two. Is that what this is about?
No. No.
Don't tell me you like Agent Gleason.
No.
Because that's going to make it weird. Okay.
No. Okay.
Do you not know how to share your feelings with Forrest? I can help you with that.
Forrest.
Oh. What is it?
I feel bad no one mentions Rocco this whole time. Like he's just hanging out.
I've really stated I have somebody I'm already interested in.
This is fair. This is fair. You actually been stated as the taken one. That is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is true.
I found
There's a ring on the thing.
That fair?
Spell in the Necronomicon that could.
You're not supposed to be reading. Okay.
Stop talking to Forrest. Okay, he doesn't know what he's talking about most of the time.
Did Forrest ask for your blessing yet, Cherry?
Can we please stop talking about Forrest? This has nothing to do with him.
Slightly. Okay. I mean, he is helping you. Anyways.
Can I borrow your knife? For just a day, I will give it back tomorrow, and it will be much better and more effective at fighting these things that you don't believe in.
There's other knives here. Why does it have to be my knife? The knife that, like, I worked really hard for, it means a lot to me.
That's why.
Yeah.
It
does that like it?
It can't be just any knife. It has to have significant meaning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this sounds like, right? An older sister bullying her younger sister. We're going to call our parents.
No, obviously
Your
not.
dead parents?
Right,
Even
that's
if
why
we
she's being
could.
sarcastic.
Right.
I mean, she is reading a book on dead things.
This is fair.
Look, these
What-
things might have protections against normal weapons, normal knives, normal. This will help.
Cherry's gonna walk up to her and put her hands on each side of her. Listen, I love you. Of course you can have my knife. But listen to me. If I don't receive this knife back, I myself will beat you up. Do
I know,
you understand?
I know. Look, I will come back
Typical
in pristine
siblings.
condition.
Pristine. It's not
Pristine.
necessary. I just need it back. Got it?
Yes. I got it.
And
It's
she's
fine.
going to inappropriately, just to make Nora uncomfortable with her behavior, pull her dress back and take it out of the sheath on her hip and go, this one, right?
That sheath is
Yes,
clearly a
that
lot
one.
higher than it needs to be
Yeah.
to function.
This one.
Yes, that one.
And she's holding on real tight to it. Remember, I will beat you up.
I know.
All the while, Rocco and
Wouldn't be the
Gleason are
first
just
time.
trying to ignore the scene because it's a
No,
sisters.
you're gone.
I've
You're out.
already
No,
helped.
you're
I've already
going.
helped
Yeah.
enough.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gone.
Forrest
I'm
is
just
out. This happens when
sorry.
he's out to get the
Sorry.
bird.
Right, yeah.
Rocco and
Either
Gleason.
we're in the background just being awkwardly quiet the whole
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
or we're completely in a different place. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
The only way
that
this works.
Bryant commercial where the woman does it and there's like a little sparkle in her teeth
Mhm.
and then her eye sparkles?
Yeah.
Is Gleason in the room?
I don't think he's actually here. at the
Oh,
moment, yeah.
okay. Okay.
My
Thank
assumption
God.
is this is probably at where Cherry's place is
Oh, okay.
in town right now.
So she
And
says,
it's late in the day.
and she's handing it over like this.
She will hold on and wait until she's sure that Cherry is actually relinquishing it and doesn't still have her death grip on it.
Right.
Hey, she lets go.
Okay, it'll be back. I promise.
Okay. Okay.
All right. And then.
Oh, if this is really late,
yeah.
so this will have
Right.
become pretty obvious to Cherry over the last few days if they've spent any time together at night.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said Violet. Nora does not even look towards any external windows or doors.
Yeah.
Like, is actively avoiding them.
Okay. And it's just, is it nighttime right
At
now?
night,
Is it just you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're together?
At the moment, yes.
Okay. Well, I would observe that because she's learning to be observant.
Right.
She's going to go over to, it's a nice night, don't you think, Nora?
Mhm.
Mind if I open the curtains in the window
Yeah, sure.
to get some fresh air?
Yeah.
Okay. And
problem.
she's going to be an annoying little sister and go,
Yeah.
open.
It is
there.
probably snowing outside right now. Not heavily, but a little.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. That means it's overcast.
But
Never say.
it's probably still one of those things where Nora has a hat or a hood or something that she can also kind of hide under. Right.
And Cherry's going to stick her head out. Look, there's snow in my hair like when we were kids. Come here. Let's talk about mom and dad. Nora,
Mm-hmm.
I need this. Come on.
It's cold. I don't want you to get sick before this weekend. Please, come back. Close,
Nora, I just need to talk about mom and dad.
and you can do that inside.
What the shit? And she puts the window down and pulls the curtains. Why won't you look outside? What is wrong? And she's going to walk
There-
closer to her.
I'd rather not say. You. I don't want to freak you out.
Listen, what I have learned from this group is I seem to be the only one here with a full set of marbles. The rest of y'all are nuts.
That is because some truths should probably not be known.
Notice how Forrest wasn't there to hear that one.
Yeah, she wouldn't ever admit that to Forrest or with him in earshot.
Right.
She is going. Where is the Necronomicon?
Somewhere with Nora, I assume.
Yeah,
Is it
probably
in her
a
hands?
secure of a way.
Not in her hands, not at the moment, no, but it would be like in her bag.
She's going to go to give Nora a hug and sidestep her to see if she can get to the bag to see what happens. So, is there something I need to roll? Sleight of hand?
See.
Dancing? Brawl?
It might become a brawl, depending on how this goes.
Oh, I did have operate heavy machinery. Oh, no, I didn't. Charm?
If Nora didn't know you as well, I would think charm and persuade would
That's
work.
rude.
But her being your sister,
We're
I think, would be a
sisters.
little different.
Please.
That
How many times have I seen you try to steal Gleason's watch?
Right. It probably would be a sleight of hand roll for
Okay.
Cherry.
Or persuade?
And no, not persuade.
You're not persuaded.
Probably sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
Here, hold on, let me see what. Nora can make.
Or stealth?
Probably a psychology roll.
Oh, don't make me roll psychology.
But
Yes.
you'd probably have a
Roll
bonus die, being how paranoid you are at certain things right now with that.
Especially in Cherry.
Right.
No.
Who's going
All right.
first?
You.
Okay, so
All right.
sleight of hand. Come on, roll 20.
Oh.
You little.
wow. Okay.
Okay. Roll the bonus die.
Come on, 100.
Oh, there it
Oh, no,
is.
wait, hold on. I think. Oh, I know what I did. No. Okay, I did roll 100
wait
instead of
a minute.
100. Damn. That was
Okay.
just predetermined, I guess.
Right, yeah.
I guess I should have been the first
so
hand,
you'd be
shouldn't
able to
have.
get around her towards where her bag is, but she clearly looks very distressed about it, and is probably trying to go for her bag herself now, if she didn't already have it on her, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, with the Necronomicon in it, she wouldn't like set it by the
Right.
door or hang it up.
Exactly,
It's still
yeah.
across her, still across her
Yeah.
shoulders. So like,
Yeah.
She,
Probably like the buttons
so
are
long
snapped
as-
shut and everything.
oh yeah.
So wait, I get to put a dot by sleight of hand. Why are you so jumpy? I just want to read it. If you're
No.
reading it, why can't I read it?
No.
Why not?
No.
I can
Because
read.
only one of us should be.
And it's also in Latin, which
Right, it's in Latin.
Oh, are you assuming she can't read Latin, Agent
Yes.
Gleason?
Well, Gleason's not here. That was the
Gleason's
DM.
not
I
here.
know.
That was the
I
voice
know.
on high speaking.
Yeah.
I know. She can't read
this
Latin.
was the back of Nora's mind going like, wait a minute, it's in a language I'm pretty sure she doesn't read.
Why won't you even let me touch it?
Because Forrest has threatened many times to try and find ways to destroy it.
So
I can't be sure you won't take us
touch
back.
it. Trust me. I would never choose Forrest over you.
Well, then just let it be.
How well do you know Agent Gleason?
Probably not as well as you.
Yeah. More of a working relationship, yeah.
Fair. Okay, for now, I won't try to take it from you. But just know, I am stronger than you. For now.
I've known that since I was 12.
I know. And Cherry's gonna say, I'm gonna go change.
Okay.
I do want to know why you're afraid of outside, but I think it might be best I don't know.
It's not outside.
Do you know what it is?
Yes.
Is it Forrest?
No.
What is it? Is it Rocco? I knew that guy was weird.
I mean, yes, but he is weird, but no, it sounds so stupid. It's the stars. These things that we are fighting are great forces of the cosmos, and
Sure they are.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go make a drink. Do you want a drink?
yes, please.
Yeah, reading up on that phobia, that is a big part of it, at least especially in this game, is the idea that all these different powerful entities could be watching at any moment from any of the stars above. There's aliens, there's, yeah.
As soon as I looked into that one, I was like, oh, that is so perfect for Nora right now.
Yeah. Like, she knows any one of those stars could be a thing that might kill her. Like,
My knowledge of the occult has increased. So can I say that while I get my drink,
you can roll a color.
I want to have a book that she's sitting there reading while drinking and looking up some of the stuff that she said to her. Here's my occult.
Okay.
Apparently I forgot to read or learn how to read.
Well, I mean, you should have looked. You should have gone for my sources.
Right.
But
well, and it doesn't help that Nora is being incredibly vague and purposefully so.
And it's not that you don't have a book or you forgot to read or anything. Like, you got a book on the occult and everything from the library at Harvard and everything. You're able to figure out, probably talk your way into being able to check out a book, even though you're not a student.
Right.
But it's a very standard occult book, right? It's not even that in depth for anybody that actually like casually reads occult. It's one of those books that someone who doesn't know much would probably get and be like, oh, this might be good.
Okay.
Right.
It's like a beginner's antique guide.
Right, yeah. Like a Wiccan cookbook or something, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't really have a lot of useful things. Some things, sure, but yeah.
Sure.
It's got the ritual that it's required to be skyclad so that is used by is used by various people to justify certain things, certain parties.
Clearly not the real, not the
real
occult knowledge, right? All right. How long does Nora stay and have a drink, or does she end up getting a cab, or was Forrest supposed to stop by and pick you up, or?
Why wouldn't she stay with her sister?
Well, she had to. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to actually do the thing.
So I probably
so I think Forrest would come. Forrest would probably be coming to pick her up because I don't think Forrest would be comfortable with her just hailing a cab.
Yeah. That's fair. That is very.
Can we say that Sherry had one too many Cosmo?
I think
she fell asleep.
Yep.
Okay.
And
probably trying to read this very bad occult book.
and I wouldn't even come in because I'd have to beep a code, which I beep out some code to her that I've learned that she picks up quick, because I've got a live pig in the vehicle.
Right, yeah.
So,
Just sitting in the back seat, tied up, making a bunch of noise, right?
right, yeah. It's not something. It's
Right.
a college
And
town.
I'm sure a college campus would think
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, any college kids that hear that just like, oh, somebody's getting pranked.
Yeah.
His mascot's been kidnapped.
Right. But yeah, Nora, you hear the honk and everything that you know it's Forrest outside, and you look over and you see that Cherry is still like sitting in the chair, still has the book propped up, but her eyes are clearly closed and she's clearly just out. Completely
Make sure
asleep.
she's moderately comfortable, not likely to
Mm-hmm.
fall out of the chair before she's awake and leave.
All right.
Hood pulled low.
Right. Staring at the ground as you walk
Yes.
out. Right.
It's snowing, but I
right. Yeah.
Don't wanna risk
you make your way to the car, okay? It's not like it's a pretty straight shot and everything for you, so it's nothing that you have to worry about rolling for. Get into the car, you hear the squealing of the pig and everything in the back. And then I assume you head to Nora's place, or was there another place that you wanted to actually do the ritual? I don't know where you're doing
I think we determined that Nora's was well, in a word, compromised.
Yeah.
Given that
Right.
Yeah.
No, I probably would have taken I would probably know a stables that would be empty enough at when we're doing this, so that it's not so that we could do it, and it's easy enough to get rid of a carcass at that point and everything like that. Or
right, yeah.
So you went and got a pig from like a farm, came and picked up Nora, and went back to a farm.
To a stable. There's
stables
stables on
around.
campus, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
By
okay.
the athletic area, yeah.
I was just making sure I was tracking.
So they probably, Forrest manhandled a pig all the way into an empty stable.
What
with
was
the
the reason
horses
for
and the
bringing
other
the pig
ones
in
that are
the
just
car?
super confused.
Okay.
Right. They'll likely have either like a big bucket or something, like a big metal bucket that they're gonna do everything in. So, yeah. Go ahead and give me. It'd probably just be a basic occult roll for Nora and Forrest.
hard success.
I already gave you a basic control roll.
Aspects of it.
That was much earlier.
You did. But it's fine because it's essentially a group occult roll. So out of the two of you, whoever succeeded, right, is essentially the one that's doing a majority of the work while the other person's just there. So it's what I assumed would happen. But Forrest is just there, just holding up the pig, and we're like, all right, I guess I cut now. Is that all right?
Yeah.
And you drain the pig and everything. Do the various incantations and the words that you need to for the spell. Submerge the knives in the blood and everything. Give me a POW roll for the spell.
Me also, or just her?
Just her.
Just me.
Okay.
Okay, so success, awesome. So you're able to do that. Give me another one for the second knife. Awesome. Okay, so with the spell, that does mean that it's a total of 10 away from your POW now.
Yeah.
For your energy going into both knives. So your POW is now a 75?
Yep.
Yes, which is still really good. Still pretty good will. And 2d4 sanity
Yeah.
loss, which is probably the main reason why Forrest is there and be like, okay, 6. All right, that's just enough for the
Whew.
fun
Yeah.
of temporary insanity.
Let's see. 42 minus 6. 38?
Yeah. All right.
No, 36.
42 minus. Yes.
I can do
All
math.
right. So,
I said
5
math.
more
I said
sanity points
math.
result in from. Let's see. The investigator loses 5 or more sanity points. Result of 1 sanity roll. That was touch was failed. Since this was technically 2 separate rolls because it's 2 spells, right, at different moments, I'm not going to have the indefinite insanity because it says 5 or more with the result of 1 roll.
Okay.
I might be wrong on that, but that's what I'm going with right now. So
You're in charge here, boss man.
It does take a bit of a heavy hit on Nora. She's not used to being around anything when it's being slaughtered, essentially.
Yeah.
And she's also not typically one that has, is wrist deep in warm blood of anything.
Yeah. And I was not. I tried, but
right.
I really couldn't hide it from her.
Right.
It's that
exactly.
situation where you can hide it.
Yeah. But you do the spell and everything, and now essentially, they, for the most part, soak overnight. And then you just have to either come back and pick them up in the morning, or
we'd have to leave them in that
find
spot,
a way to
or
travel with it. What's that?
Oh, I was going to say it would be.
Yeah, I mean, Forrest helped out with the athletics area and everything, so that's why you have access to the stables pretty easily.
Yeah.
So it's probably something that you can leave it in one that's a secured spot, right? So if you need to, you could do it that way, or try to move, a container of the blood and everything with the knives in it to wherever Forrest is staying with Nora or whatnot.
Yeah, I forget. It's the 19. At this point, they're all metal buckets. It's not like everybody keeps a 5-gallon pail that has a cover on it in their vehicle.
I mean, you can give me a luck roll to see if you have a container that's big enough that does have some sort of lid you could use for it.
No.
You do not find one.
No. There's
Nora, how about you go ahead and give me a roll for luck?
What am I rolling? Oh, luck. Oh, yeah.
Yes. No, you don't either. Nora, you do end up finding a couple what appear to be like trash bags, but looking at them, they look like they would break under just the weight of the blood itself inside it. And plus, having knives floating in a very easily pierceable container.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, probably not the best idea.
No, I'd be able to look at them and go, no, they'll pop. They can't handle that much liquid.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen, pail, knives in the pail, in the bag.
Oh, okay, that'll work.
Yeah, I'll say that's something that you can work out a way to do it. Nora will hold open the bag while Forrest lowers the pail as carefully as possible into it.
Yep.
I'm not going to have Forrest do the dexterity roll required for that because Forrest's dexterity is pretty good. I think at a base, his coordination is good enough to do that without too much actual incident, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And he has the strength easily to do, this if he needs to.
Yep.
But yeah, you get it into, some sort of a container like that. Probably find a way to tie the bag close so it's as good around the pail as possible. And then you can move that into the car, move that to wherever you need to go for the night.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Actually.
And then you have the body of the pig to figure out what to do with too.
Yeah. Well, actually, I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about returning that to the farmer.
Oh, okay.
So we just go for a drive. We just go for a drive out to the farmer's place.
Yeah.
Nora huddled in the seat, leaned up against the door, hood pulled low, just...
Yeah. Both of you go ahead and give me luck rolls as you are moving back to the car. One of you with the pail and wrapped in the bag, the other with the body of the pig, probably also in a bag of some kind.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but that would be in a bag, but it'd also be in a feed feed container.
Yeah, some like a canvas-based thing, at least to wrap it in, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you're able to get everything back to the car and everything. Probably put the pig's body in the trunk and everything.
Yeah.
You could put the pail back there as well, and then use the pig's body to make sure it doesn't tip over, in a very weird way. But or you could just have it in the back seat, or like between someone's legs in the front seat, which is also awkward. But
no, back seat, a pail like that full of liquid. In my experience on that version of a car, that would fit well behind the driver's side. And then on top of it would be, there'd be a blanket, and that's where I'd have my duffel bag.
Right, yeah, things to help keep it in place.
Yep, keep it in bag. And then on top of that would be, I would just casually toss my heavy coat on it.
Right.
So it's comfortable. So no cop's flashlight would dance across it.
Okay. As you get that loaded, speaking of flashlights, you see the flashlight of someone approach in the area of the stables that you both are at, just as you finish loading the car. Nora, you don't quite notice it. Forrest does. Forrest, what do you do?
A flashlight. What time of night is it? It's late.
Yeah, it's probably like, I'd say it's like 10. It's not too terribly late, but it is decently late. Especially with it being December, it gets dark real early, right?
Yep. So it's
and some of the guys that patrol the area and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, probably all right, so this place I would have picked. Actually, heck with it. Then I gotta check. I know them.
Yeah. With the luck roll, you know who's should be on the rounds right now. Yeah.
I would wait because driving away would be suspicious.
Right. Waiting especially if you know the guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Just wait.
No harm with him seeing you.
Yep. Get her bundled into the car so she's warm. With the heater going.
Yeah.
And wait for him to show up to meander over.
Yeah, he eventually makes his way over to shine the light on you and everything. Let me do a spot hidden roll for him. Wow.
Holy crap.
The D100, I get a 9. So yeah, he comes over to you and be like, "Hey, Forrest." Hey. And like his light kind of goes down to the ground where there's this little trail of blood. Like, what's going on? How are you? And being that it's snowing, right? The blood does, like, if you notice where it does stand out. You both were pretty good at making sure that there wasn't as much of a trail as there easily could have been. But
Yep.
yeah, it's like he kind of shines his flashlight, notices that Nora's with you, and it's like, oh, I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, not really. This is gonna be a little weird, I admit.
Right.
We had to harvest some blood for a traditional family recipe, which is not uncommon, especially back then.
Right. Yeah.
But her sister is a pain in the ass. I mean, just swear the woman has it out for me.
So far, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't lied. So it had to be, authentic and fresh.
Okay.
So I
this is definitely weird.
It's weird, man. Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Well, it doesn't seem like you spooked the horses or anything, which is real good. That's the main thing.
I mean, yeah, that's what I do. I was careful. It wasn't gonna do anything. It was just a spot where,
there's no more mess to clean up, right?
Nope. There's no more mess. It was just a matter of getting. I just wanted to do it in a spot where I knew there wasn't a college student who was gonna, who wasn't one of those, college students that were gonna walk in and where we're doing,
right,
all sorts of stuff when all we're doing is actually I don't know what recipe she's making, but it had to be good.
I've heard like either Irish or Scottish or English, some sort of recipes. I think I've known to do that. No. I don't know what either, and he actually starts kicking some of the snow on the ground to break up and kind of cover up the blood too.
Yep. No, I help him. Well, he doesn't have to file if this is it. He doesn't have to file a report.
Right, exactly.
So
that's why nobody else accidentally sees it, right? Yeah.
Yep. So we take care of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, drive safe then. I would hate for you to spill whatever you're going with. Hopefully, have it in a thermos or something.
Yes. Yeah. It's in a safe container. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good.
Right.
Well, hope you two enjoy whatever weird blood thing you're making.
I don't know. Well,
old country blood pudding.
It's enjoyment if get it back to her sister and everything is fine.
Okay. Well, fair enough. I mean, I've seen weird holiday meals before, so no worries.
All right, man. Stay warm, man.
Yeah, you too. And as you get in the car and everything, you're just you feel super lucky of the fact that you knew the guy and he was one of the ones that you had a good rapport with.
Yeah.
That's what your luck roll was for. So but yeah, you get it back. I'm assuming you both turn in for the night and everything after that, clean up, that sort of thing. But
take care of that and get her back to the safe house I had set up for it.
Right.
Hey, I'm sorry about talking about your sister like that. I had to come up with something that was, I don't lie particularly well, and I had to come up with something that was, the best lies are ones where you don't actually lie. You just connect facts that aren't actually connected.
Nora might think that's one of the smartest things Forrest has said.
Yeah. And then she thinks back to that conversation just like, an hour ago with...
Right.
Where she's like, yeah, fine, date Forrest, whatever. and is glad for the cold because her face is already flushed and
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's just super cold. It's just. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll fast forward to the following morning. Rocco, you in the morning and everything, you're getting your car ready. I'm assuming your car is one of the ones that you are all taking to the manor house later on this evening. I'm not sure I'm not sure what the driving situation is between Gleason's car, Cherry's car, and Rocco's. Of course, Forrest has one as well, but I don't know if you're carpooling or what your plan is.
You asking Rocco?
Just you all as a group, like whether or not you.
Yeah, my car would be big enough to carry us all.
Okay. That would work. So driver and 4 passengers would work.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It'd be a little cozy in the back seat.
Right. But doable, yeah. Especially with the cars back then. With how
I'm
big
sure
some of them
if
were.
you know, Forrest just went like this with both arms, one around each lady.
I'm assuming
Cherry might kill him if he tried.
with the dynamic, Cherry's probably going to pick shotgun up in the front.
Yeah.
So if he does that, it's going to be Gleason on one side and then Nora on the other.
Yeah, he's not
Right.
going to do
I
that.
Forrest could be a modern man. We don't know.
Right.
No, he's not.
There's
I mean, him and Forrest and Gleason are good friends, but you
Yeah.
know, just good friends.
Not that good.
Okay. So yeah, you're getting your car ready and everything, making sure everything's good to go. Over the course of the week, you were able to get the kind of body damage to the rear that was done to it from hitting Joseph a while ago.
Yeah.
You got that situated. And as you're working on it, go ahead and give me a listen roll.
Andrew, what did I do to you? Why do you want to make me roll dice?
In the hopes that you succeed so you can advance it? All right. It was hopeful. So as you're working and everything, you hear something that kind of sounds like static, and it almost seems like it's coming from the radio at one point. And you check it and everything, and the radio's off or whatnot. It's nothing there. And then a couple moments later, you hear what you think is the name William, but like sounds like it's coming from over the radio, but there's no radios on in your garage at the moment. And then there's a couple other moments throughout the morning that you hear other things that sound like they're coming from over a radio broadcast, but again, there's no radios, and you're not able to really make out what the other words are.
But just an odd statement of
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. Yeah, the name William is the only part of it that you were able to make out with any kind of clarity. Go ahead and give me a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Oh, that's never good. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Nothing wrong will happen there.
All right. I mean, being what Rocco's ability essentially is the main reason why you don't have to do a sanity roll instead. Because this, for Rocco, doesn't seem that weird.
For funsies, I'm going to push the roll.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Over the course of the morning, like you're unable to figure out where it's coming from or really hear anything more clearly than the name William every once in a while. And you end up getting a little bit of a headache by the time you're finished with all the work and everything from trying to work and focus on that and figure it out and everything. Cherry, you wake up sitting in the chair and everything. You have a blanket kind of pulled over you. It looks like book is set down kind of in your lap. You feel like you slept rather well, honestly, being stuck in a sitting position and everything. It seemed kind of comfortable. Nora's gone, which you probably expected, right? But go ahead and give me a listen roll as well. All right. So you hear what seems to be a melody of some sort playing in the distance, some sort of music that someone's playing. But in the morning when you go and like try to figure out where it's coming from or go to see, after a little while, you start wondering if you're hearing it from outside or if you just woke up with a song stuck in your head.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to tell, but it is just a melody that's repeating that you can't seem to figure out what it is or where it's from, or like what song it is or anything. It does feel like a calming melody. So at the same time, it's being a little frustrating that it seems stuck in your head. It's at least not what you would describe as a bad one, right? What else do you do to kind of get ready for the trip out to the manor house later on this evening?
Do I know who's going to be at the manor house?
Let's see. So far, you know that it's Dr. Sommerfelds' manor house, the one who's currently building whatever this device is that's apparently a time travel thing from what Nora has mentioned. And this lady named Eve that has, from what everybody's pieced together, has questionable motives. Being there.
She is going to wear your typical 1940s dress, but with like one of those trench coat dresses that you would have saw in Dick Tracy, because it has all kinds of hidden pockets and things like that she used when she was working with Virginia, I think her name is.
Yes, Virginia Hall. Yeah.
Yeah. I almost said Virginia Woolf.
Right, yeah. That would be the author, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, she'll be very itching for her knife. And if we get to get bathroom breaks, I'm going to pee my pants.
You can go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. We can either take a break if everybody needs a little bit of a break, or I can continue with other people, depending on how you want to do it. I'm good either way.
I think
that's fine with me. Gives me a chance to get more to drink.
I'm a team player.
Yeah. Oh, you're muted.
You're muted or something, Tom.
Oh, we'll be back in 10 minutes, folks.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're going to continue with Nora doing yet another power roll, just to make sure that one of the other spells she was doing the night before was successful or not.
Ow!
Ooh.
No!
It's 4 away.
Yeah, I'll use my luck.
All right.
Oh.
Just 4 points of luck.
Yeah, that's cheap enough that hopefully I won't miss that luck.
Right.
I'm already so low.
But yeah, I mean, it was a late night, right? You were tired and everything like that. But you were able to, you're pretty sure you got everything to work. The powder's the right color. It feels like it's got the right energy and everything from what you know. So yeah. So you got, are you putting each dose kind of like in its own little satchel bag kind of thing? Or okay.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Then yeah, so that is good. Nice. So you got that. The morning, the knives would be ready to go. You just have to take them out of the blood and rinse them off or clean them off or whatever. The mother of pearl knife probably needs a little bit extra cleaning.
Yeah.
Just to get what staining might have happened with the blood.
I'm sorry, what?
Out of it.
Nothing.
But, nothing.
As far as Cherry knows,
Don't you
nothing.
worry.
Just
It'll be in pristine condition when it is returned to Cherry.
Yeah. Well, especially with how well I'm sure Forrest knows how to take care of knives, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's
Right.
yeah, no.
It's easy enough between the two of you.
I've got an entire kit on removing blood from knives. That's fine.
Fair.
All right. Rocco, other than getting the car ready, is there anything else specifically that you're getting ready or you're planning to bring?
I mean, we're going to a party, so I'd at least put on my nice suit. I do have a nice suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not top of the line, but nice
Yeah,
suit.
because now it's kind of to go over what things you bring with you, what you wear, that sort of thing. The general game plan.
I think as part of Delta Green, I do have a shoulder holster that can go under the suit jacket. So, I have, I go ahead and put a pistol. I don't even know if I have that on my list, but let's say
like a revolver or a one with a magazine.
One with a magazine.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think. Probably a screwdriver, a small wrench, and I don't think I could get a small hammer in there. So yeah, screwdriver and a small wrench.
Awesome.
In my interior pocket. Like some guys have the
a little travel one. Yeah.
They got cigarette cases. I got a wrench and a screwdriver.
Nice. All right. What about everybody else? What do you
flathead screwdriver. Flathead.
I just was thinking about it, and actually, just to give us some flexibility. Forrest, I think it's best if me and Nora drive separate. That way, we've got multiple cars in case something is.
Gleason can be in one of the cars too. You can take Gleason's car or yours or whatever.
Yeah. Forrest would want to take his just because it's snowing. He's used to it. Let me know if you want to pick up on. It's not really a lie, but it's not the whole truth.
Right.
As to why he's doing that. Also, at some point, all of their stuff. All of Nora's stuff, we wouldn't leave it someplace. It would be in the trunk.
Right. And in the morning, while you're loading everything, that morning it does seem like Nora sleeps in just a little bit more than normal before you go and take out the knives and clean everything and whatnot. And Nora, you, in that morning, when you wake up and Forrest has a decent amount of stuff kind of prepped, already kind of packed, you vaguely remember having a dream of some museum. And an area. Go ahead and give me an intelligence roll to see if you recognize what the area looked like. Okay. You haven't been there many times, but from what you could recall, it seemed like it was Miskatonic University, their campus.
Okay.
But go ahead and give me a spot hidden that morning as well. Okay.
Can I push that?
So, if you want.
I want.
All right.
Ooh.
Money. All right. So when you wake up and everything, I don't know if Forrest is the type that would have checked in on you while you were sleeping, or would wait till you got up.
Oh yeah,
Right before
I would have
checking
checked in
you,
on her.
right?
I was gonna say I feel like you
Right.
would.
Right. Yeah.
Well, especially because we're essentially at a. I took her to a safe house that is out of the way, so it's not exactly like it's a place where it's quiet and everything. So
yeah. Forrest, go and give me a spot hidden as well.
Okay. Second. Where there it is.
All right. So that morning, before you continued, you cleaning the knives and everything, you did notice that one of the windows in Nora's room was open, which was closed when she went to bed. And there looks to be a little bit of a track of mud, not a very noticeable one, but a little bit of one from the window to the bed.
Yay.
And upon waking up, it looks as though Nora's shoes have been tucked under the bed and have mud on them.
Excuse me?
That's normal.
Where did you go? I'm trying to keep you safe.
You have no memory of going anywhere.
And you went for a walk out through the window?
No. I didn't go anywhere. I don't remember going anywhere.
Let's see here. Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, it's only 6 at least.
Right.
Is there anything significant about the dream that I remember other than the location?
Give me a POW check. Try to see if you can will your memory up. It would have worked.
I will use 2 of my luck.
Okay.
To make that a success. Just whittling away all that luck that I got.
Throughout the morning with scrubbing the knives and everything else while you're trying to figure it out, you're able to piece it together. But in this specific moment right now, nothing really comes immediately.
Okay. All right. It's and I sit down on the bed with her and put my arm around her. Okay.
Yeah. And she seems fine. Like there's no injuries, there's no anything. You don't feel as well rested as you would have hoped, but that seems to be really about it.
Okay. This thing's tonight. We get through this thing. We get to the end of the mission, and we'll be able to get away from here for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
No.
One thing that of course is bugging Nora in the back of her mind, other than the fact of like what the hell just happened, was why and how would I have just left in the middle of the night?
Yeah. There's absolutely no fucking way I would have.
Exactly.
Not in my right mind. Not willingly.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Concern me.
Say again, Christina?
That would concern me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be upset.
It can. I mean,
so like all morning she catches herself like biting at her nails and stopping herself, and then the next thing, biting her nail, forcibly stopping herself.
Yeah. No, she's not sleeping alone anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah. And as you two are getting ready and everything, about to head out to go meet up with everybody else, throughout that morning, Nora pieces together bits of the dream. There was something about the museum at Miskatonic University and an item that was given to the museum by the Carter estate after the last known heir. It went missing in 1933. but other than that, you don't necessarily remember. You remember that in the dream you were at the museum and you got in, but that was all you could really remember.
Is the Miskatonic University from here?
It is the north, kind of like northeast a little bit of where you are, a bit more east.
Yeah, but how far?
I think it's maybe about at least within an hour, I want to say.
Yeah, it's in. Let's see.
Yeah, pretty much from Arkham to Boston. It would be about 30 to 40 minutes to drive there, or an hour by a train. Yeah.
Yeah. If Nora was walking, it would have taken her 35 hours.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
now,
So
if you cast
walking
that time,
definitely doesn't make sense.
well, unless she casts that time dilation spell, but I think she'd be more tired than she was than she is now.
As you're getting stuff together, go ahead and give me a spot hidden as you're packing things and everything again. Cherry, is there anything else you pack other than get your dress and everything ready and whatnot?
No, she'll be really done up because she knows it's a party.
Yeah.
But her jacket, while nice, will be more functional, even though it's a dress trench coat. Yeah. But she will have her gun in the inside of her jacket, and she expects to have her knife unless her sister's lost her mind.
Right. Of course. What gun did you say you would have?
That little pistol she has.
The Derringer? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so you guys, Nora, Forrest, you get everything loaded. You head out to meet up with everybody. You meet up. I assume, Nora, you give Cherry her knife back.
Yeah.
Leeson is there. He looks like his car's probably packed and ready to go. All right. How do you want to hand Cherry the knife?
Right, Cherry.
Casually toss it.
There you go.
Here. Yeah. She like hands her the knife.
Was it useful?
It will be now.
The knife does feel like it's like it's got more weight to it, kind of, but not like in a physical sense. Like it's for some reason, you're not sure why or how, but it does feel
like
better.
It has seen some things.
like it's better than what it was before. But other than that, it doesn't look like anything has changed.
Okay, and she'll look. You even cleaned it. It looks better than when you borrowed it. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And again, to be very Cherry, she's going to pull her very nice dress all the way up to expose her very, very nice stockings, very 1950s, with all this crap, and put her knife in her harness. And she does this knowing that it embarrasses Nora, and say, "You need it again, it's right here."
Yeah, I know.
So how does everybody else react upon seeing this?
I look away.
Right. That's what I would have expected with Rocket. Be like, look at that up there.
Not really paying attention, keeping a close eye on Nora. Doesn't actually look away from Nora.
Okay.
To see the leg.
Sounds about right. I'll have both you two give me a spot hidden, both Rocco and Forrest. Real quick.
But that's dice rolling.
It is.
Yeah, I'm pretty much. Yeah. I'm pretty focused on
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Nora. I'm
Like
doing
Forrest,
the
you
hover.
can tell what happened like out of the corner of your eye, but not anywhere in the realm that you saw anything in the way of detail or
care.
you know, anything that would distract you in any way, right?
Yeah. No. Yep. No. Cherry.
Yeah.
Cherry has met. Or no.
Mhm.
Forrest has met women like Cherry.
Women like Cherry, what does that mean?
Means very attractive women that know that they're attractive, and and he has been in situations where there has been fist fights breaking out over it. He has a series of stories that he might share sometime about what Gleason has gotten into in those situations.
Very funny. What happened to Rocco?
Pull up the nickel.
Right, yeah. It's like, oh, is something wrong with the car here? Let me figure this one out here. But yeah, you all get loaded in the car and everything. And Rocco's driving one, I believe, is what was going on. And then Forrest, you wanted to drive your vehicle for the other one?
Yes. Yep.
How did you all want to split up who's carpooling where?
Probably Gleason should ride with them.
Okay.
Don't know how much it'll be for in terms of the cover or whatever, but
okay.
Forrest is well known to be always around Nora, so
right.
It even was in the things.
Okay. Yeah, Gleason will move over his duffel bag and everything over to Rocco's car.
And Cherry will just follow wherever Gleason points. Doesn't matter where I go.
Yeah, he looks over at Forrest.
Pick a vehicle, any vehicle.
No,
Forrest gives
the head shake.
Do I see Forrest say no?
Well, I mean, first we are using guy code. We are using guy code to encode.
But you would have to women like Cherry know how to read things. Hold on, let me do a psychology.
Nora's riding with Forrest and is telling Cherry to just ride with Rocco.
Psychology.
Because she does not want to be in a vehicle with Forrest and Cherry right now. Not after that conversation with Cherry.
Right, yeah. Cherry, you can tell that Gleason and Forrest are looking at each other like it seems more of a nonverbal way of being like, I don't know, what was your plan kind of thing, right? Nothing.
Yeah.
Any specific way or negative or anything. And Gleason just like, I mean, you can ride with me and Rocco.
So he can be alone with my sister? Okay.
Is that a problem?
Not for me.
Okay.
Nora, are you good with that?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay. And Rocco just went for secondhand embarrassment.
I mean,
Rocco's probably checked over everything in the car a couple times at this point.
It's like, can someone just
everything in the second car at the same time?
Right? It's like, everything's good with your car too, by the way. I just want to.
Yeah.
Rocco's having a conversation with both vehicles by himself, just like.
Yeah. But I will say, you see Cherry chuckling to herself the whole way to the car. It just brings her so much joy to make her sister uncomfortable and to stress Forrest out. Ready? You guys ready?
All right. Forrest, I believe you're probably the first car driving along, mainly because out of everybody here, you and Nora other than Gleason, would have the best idea of where the manor house is and how to get there.
Yep.
So you load in and everything, start heading out that way. Along the way, you reach an area just outside Ipswich, which the manor house is farther outside that main town. The drive seemed pretty uneventful, and you're essentially stopping off in this little area just because it's the last stop for gas before you continue. And this way you can make sure that you at least fill up before going the rest of the way.
Yep. While he is driving, when he's not shifting, that hand just kind of casually gets laid on top of Nora's. Just reassuring squeeze.
No wonder he didn't want Cherry in the car.
Well, he's actually trying to.
Nora didn't either. Nora didn't want Cherry in the car for very different reasons.
Is anybody listening to the radio on the drive there? Whether it's music or news or whatever talk radio show might be on.
I'm in the back seat. I don't know.
Probably not, because I would ask her about what was Cherry talking about.
Don't ask. And Nora would actually turn it on to get away from this conversation at this point. I don't want this conversation.
All right.
It's a very obvious diversion.
Yeah, I let it go.
All right, everybody, give me luck rolls.
Oh, great.
No.
Forrest is not being that lucky right now.
Nope.
Neither
so
is
close.
Nora. Wow.
So close.
All right.
Let me
If
see.
I hadn't spent that luck today, I'd have had it. Because I was at like 39 before.
All right. Cherry is, of course, getting lucky.
She's in the right car.
All right.
In the
Rocco's just driving Gleason and Cherry like he's a hired driver here.
Yeah.
Rocco, your luck.
I don't know. That requires me to roll dice.
It does require you to roll dice. Okay, all right, that's fine.
I think I've made one successful roll all night, maybe two.
I know, right?
And that was to improve skills.
At one point while driving for Rocco, for your car, the radio eventually has a news story that comes over whatever radio show you were listening to about a artifact that was mentioned to have been stolen last night from Miskatonic Museum. And it doesn't really go into much about the details of it or anything, or the details of the artifact itself. But
Of course,
apparently,
Nora and Forrest don't hear this.
right. And you finish hearing that come over the radio as you pull into the gas station that you're all stopping at to get gas and fuel up before heading the rest of the way. And Cherry, with your luck roll and everything, the description of the thief is shorter than 5, well, probably around 5 foot or so. Small build, but that's really the best detail that they have at the moment. Apparently they were wearing dark clothing with a hood and everything at the time.
She'll make some comment. It was awful cold last night. Of course they were wearing a jacket and a hood. The weirdest bulletin ever.
It's the middle of December.
It could have been a kid. Like, what a weird thing to put out on the radio. I wish it was more. I guess we'll keep our eyes open for someone in winter clothing.
Right, yeah. It was definitely not a helpful news broadcast.
No,
right? The
no,
police
it wasn't.
likely know more, but yeah,
Right.
that's apparently all they gave to the media.
Okay, well, there's, nothing I can roll that's going to help me.
Exactly,
Hey,
yeah,
could this be my younger sister or
Right,
older
right.
sister?
Right.
Right. Or not logically.
Yeah.
And Cherry's smart. But future telling is not it.
Right. Rocco, go ahead and give me a Cthulhu mythos. And Cherry, you can give me an occult roll, actually.
Really? Well, hallelujah.
Can I spend too long?
Rocco.
Can I spend too long to make that 100?
You just want to gain back luck if you can, right?
Ah!
All right. Yeah. Neither one of you are that familiar with Miskatonic University or anything. Like, an artifact came missing from a museum. That's doesn't seem to necessarily stick out.
We just don't give a big whoop.
Right.
That's why she's like, what a stupid description.
But yeah, as you stop off and get gas, is there anything else
Does
you do? It
Rocco
looks like
get
they have
out?
a little store here where the gas station is.
Does Rocco get out to pump the gas?
Yeah,
Probably.
it doesn't seem like it seems like a self-service station.
Okay.
So
Cherry's
doesn't have an
going
attendant.
to get out. They didn't have bottled water then. So, and when she gets out, because Gleason's in front of her, she's going to try and take his watch again.
All right, go ahead and make a sleight of hand.
I have to once a game. Come on.
Right, or once a session, right?
Definitely had bottled water.
In
Wait,
the 40s? No, they didn't.
bottled water has been sold as early as 1621.
Yeah.
Really?
It wouldn't be the
Yeah.
plastic bottles that
Right,
we have.
yeah, it would
But
be glass
I think.
bottles. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, they would
Yeah.
definitely have water.
Yeah, they would have water,
Ah.
soda, or whatnot. When you go to take it this time, you notice Gleason does the whole I wonder what time it is, and then kind of shoots an eye glance over at you while.
And she's going to
Cherry's
come
side-eye.
forward
Right.
and be like, listen, this is getting ridiculous. Just give me the damn watch.
No,
Walk off.
this has been fun, honestly.
Uh-huh. I'm sure it has.
You said there's a small store, right? Because I think
there
Nora
is.
needs a coffee.
All right, that sounds good.
Cherry will catch up to her and put her arm in her arm, like we're sisters. And she'll say,
gonna walk over to Forrest and everything while Forrest's pumping the gas.
How's the drive? I can't help but notice that you and Forrest don't seem to mind my teasing. Or let's be clear, you don't speak because you turn bright red, and Forrest is just like, thank you, Cherry.
Can we not talk
Something
about
happened?
this? No.
You would rather
what?
talk about the scary whatever Namon thing that you've been talking about?
No.
When you walk in and everything, the moment there seems to be a slight break in whatever conversation you are having, the store owner kind of looks up and goes, "Let me know if you need anything."
Coffee.
Oh yes. Do you
Please.
caffeinated? I'm assuming.
Yes, please.
Okay.
We don't need
And he goes
Cupid,
and-
that's for sure.
Pours some coffee in a mug for you. All right. Anything else I can help you out with? Just let me know.
Thank you.
So, what brings you to, I guess, bye?
Just passing through.
We needed gas. And these boys are boring.
And he kind of gets a little confused and looks out the window and sees the group of them pumping gas. We're like, okay.
Yeah.
Long trip so far.
It
Too
feels
long.
like it.
Yeah, they're just boring. We don't like boring.
Yeah, it gets rather boring around here as well.
Yeah. Have you been here long?
Most of my life. Although today's been a little interesting, but a little more
Really?
so than normal.
Why would you say that?
Oh, well, there's been at least a couple other cars that have come passed through here
Really?
recently. Are you,
Like more than normal?
yeah, I mean, in the time frame so far, yeah. Normally I get maybe
Oh.
2 or so a day.
And more today?
Yeah, I think, let's see if I can remember.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think like 3 or so, if I can remember right.
Oh.
Other vehicles passed through. Yeah.
Is there something going on up here?
Well, so far they've all been headed up to the Sommerfeld Manor. So, I
Oh,
don't know. It
okay.
seems like there's some sort of party up
There
that
is.
way.
I'm the entertainment.
Oh.
I'm singing. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm really
Well,
excited
it's
about it.
nice to meet you, I guess.
Same here. What's your name?
Clem.
Nice to meet you, Clem.
Yeah.
You might recognize me. I've been in a few movies.
I do recognize you, but I'm not sure exactly from where. It might be one of your movies.
Maybe. Did you know any of the people that came through?
Not specifically, no. Let's see. I think you're about the 3rd group actually that has come through. So there's been 2 others.
Oh, yeah?
That have
What
passed
kind of cars?
through.
Like ours? I just want to know what kind of clientele's going to be there.
Yeah, about like yours. Let's see. There was an older man came
Okay.
about an hour or so ago.
Okay.
And then a nice lady about, I don't know, maybe a little more than 10 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
She headed that way.
Okay. Was she pretty?
She wasn't. She was nice on the ice.
Like me nice on the eyes or like
And like, no, you can kind of tell, like, he kind of glances over at you like he almost isn't sure how to answer. Right? It was like, I don't think many that I've seen recently are as nice as you.
Thanks, Clem. That was really nice. I appreciate it.
What?
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah. But yeah, where are you headed? Oh wait, no, you said you're headed to the manor house. You said.
Yeah, I'm the musical
do you know how to
guest.
get there?
I do. Is there a faster way?
The only way I know is about a 20-minute drive.
I think that's how my ride. These are my
3 or so
people
miles
with
down
my
the road.
show. Yeah.
Okay.
Those guys are the roadies.
Yeah.
The big guy there does a lot of the lifting. He's kind of an oaf.
He seems like the lifting sort, I guess.
Yeah. It's really what he's good for,
not right.
Braun.
She's talking about Gleason that way.
Kind of seem like bodyguards or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're a singer and you've been in movies, that makes sense.
Yeah, but actually, the one pumping the gas on the left, he's a really nice guy. She's pointing to Rocco. And he's very, very smart. He does a lot more than just pump gas. And then she'll go, the good looking one, he also is pretty great. But the other one, just pure brawn. That's it.
Oh.
I'm glad to know I'm the good looking one.
More coffee? Yes.
Please.
Okay. I noticed you were getting low already. There.
Yeah.
There's just some more.
Don't think I slept very well last night.
Yeah.
You didn't sleep well last night?
Nice.
How come?
Don't know. Just one of those nights.
Yeah. You weren't wearing like a funny wool coat, were you? She's being
Not said, no.
At that moment, I'll probably transition outside with Forrest, Rocco, and Gleason. Forrest, while you're pumping gas, Gleason goes over your mention and be like, all right, so how are you feeling about going up to this manor house?
As good as I ever do before a mission. He's not actually looking at Gleason because he's not actually taking his eye off of Nora. And when they walk in, he's doing the best job he can to look through the window.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, he's still answering his questions because I mean, it's an officer. He can answer an officer's questions for hours without actually paying attention to it.
That's
I'm gonna let Forrest and Gleason do that for about 5-ish minutes while we're kind of waiting on this, and then just to break up the cadence at a certain point, it's like, have you picked out the ring yet?
Like,
Gleason even has a little smirk at that one.
What?
The ring.
We need an O-ring or something for this.
It's clear that you need a ring at some point if you're gonna continue on this path with Nora. Probably should check in with Cherry on that as well. Make sure she's not gonna stab you when you ask.
She probably will either way.
Ask what? Ask what?
Or try to steal your watch. Or maybe that's just...
She doesn't want his watch. Yeah.
That's just you, buddy. That's just her way of flirting.
What I picked up on.
Yeah. No, I mean, and she's just like Angelique from that place in Italy.
Yeah, I remember Angelique. Wow. She was nice.
Yes, she was. And her brothers, they weren't nice.
If you remember. They were. It was kind of fun. I mean, most people wouldn't think it was, but the fight was pretty good.
Once I got 2 of them knocked down, so we were only facing 3. Yes, then it was fun.
That is fair. That is fair. I mean, you were doing so well. I figured I shouldn't step in, right? But yeah, it's all right. But did you hear about Miskatonic over the radio?
No.
Yeah, apparently they had their museum had an artifact missing last night. Hopefully it has nothing to do with what's going on with this one. But in my experience, most of the time, that's not the case.
Do you think it's related to the mission?
There's a chance, a pretty good chance. But it's always hard to tell. I mean, weird things are always happening at Miskatonic, it seems. I always get reports out of there.
Oh, okay. I just and we got so many we got so many variables walking into this. I
know. The description they gave over the radio of whoever this thief wasn't even that great. It was just kind of a short, small frame person in a hoodie. I mean, really wasn't that detailed. And it being winter, I mean, of course they're wearing a jacket, right?
Yeah, everybody is. No, we'll. I'll actually when back on the road, I'll go over it with Nora. She might remember somebody from the notes. How tall was the person? Did it say?
5 foot ish.
Okay.
It wasn't really very detailed.
Yeah. No, she remembers stuff incessantly, so we'll review the intelligence that we got to see if that trips any bells, rings any bells with her memory.
Sounds good. With that, I'll probably call it for tonight. And we'll continue with the rest of this road trip next time we meet.
Okay. Well, it's going to be an interesting conversation next time to start out with.
Yeah, what is our schedule looking like there?
Well, we're taking the next 2 weeks off due to holidays.
Right.
So I would say we'll be back on the 6th.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. So hope everybody's going to have a great New Year's, Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you all do as well. We coming back with Dresden or with O.S.S. or?
Let's come back with O.S.S. Let's get. I really want to find out what happens with this.
That's fair. All right.
Awesome.
All right.
Anybody else got anything else to mention for the week or anything else?
Tomorrow night we've got Shadowrun, and then on, I believe on Wednesday we've got Villains are streaming. I know tomorrow night it's going to be at 7:30. Let's see, what did I call it for Shadowrun? Not an Xmas run.
Definitely not a. Yeah.
No, it's definitely not an Xmas run. But there will be a snowstorm.
Right.
That said, if you're watching, check out. I'll drop something in the chat, but feel free to join in. There are always slots open in our games, and we always have.
I haven't played Shadowrun in a long time.
Yeah. We have slots open in our games, and we have, and I know there is actually a special run that John has a open casting call for. So other than that, you can come back if you want to see more Shadowrun. Come back on Thursday over on Gen Con TV Twitch channel and see me and Ava. Where we play Emerald Glitch and have some fun in Seattle.
All right.
Other than that,
Sounds
I think
great.
that's it. All right. Have a good holidays, everybody.
Yep. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
And